Good morning. It's Thursday, 26th of September. And I've still got my morning voice because I've just slept in after several days of early mornings and just not sleeping that well. And I just had to share this place before a wind came or anything like that. It's just so beautiful. Anyway, I sailed here from Middle Percy Island yesterday, and it was a 12.5 hour day. So yeah, it was good, but yeah, the wind died off a bit towards the end, like it often can do. So I got here anchored just after sunset, so good timing. Anyway, I'm going to relax here today, maybe take a walk on this beach, and I thought I'd try and catch it, as I said before, the wind spoils it. But I'll just pan around and you can just listen. All the birds have stopped now, of course. That's the island at Island Head Creek. That's the entrance out to the sea. Stunning place. Anyway, I'm going to put some coffee on. I think I need it. Okay, we're ashore. She's behaving herself. Having a nice rest after yesterday's effort. Anyway, I'm going to walk along this shore out to the isthmus. Low tide's in about an hour and a bit, 2 hours maybe. So yeah, let's see what we can find. So peaceful. Nobody around. Reaching the first rock outcrop. The water temperature's wonderful, so I'll be definitely dipping in that more than once today. Where is it? Oh look, I saw a lone palm tree there. Funny, isn't it? They stand out the place that is actually in the tropics. And more beach around the rocks. Still amuses me all these are called oyster catchers. I mean, like, oysters are running away, right? And getting further along, see the sandy isthmus to Island Head. And yeah, we'll see, it's like it's quite a long way out of water actually. So it must only cover in the very high tide. Yeah. What a terrible place to be. Listen to those waves. Not a soul in sight. Makes me think of those places in Europe and other places where you pay for a little square piece of beach. Oh dear. Okay, well I'm reaching the end of the beach. Well, not really, but this should now become the sandy isthmus, but I think it's somewhat wider than I expected. Let's get to the middle and see what it looks like. I think I need snowshoes. This is hard going. These little ripples caused by the wind, you can sort of see where it's blown over and then dried. Well, you can't see that, I don't know. Okay, One Island Head Island. I think it's in the name actually, but anyway, there's the channel I came in yesterday on the other side of those rocks. Coming in the creek. And fast forward is way down. And now panning further around. Lots of golden sand, and I think it's Pine Point. What reason, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it's the trees? Maybe. Well, here we are at the tip of the sand spit at the moment. Whether that actually joins or not during the low tide, I'm not quite sure. I thought it did, but it may depend on how strong the tide is, of course. Yeah, funny little ponds that are left behind here on the beach. Very clear all around. Yeah. Nice place to have a rest. Well, looks like the isthmus to the island didn't eventuate. So I might take a walk along this ocean beach here to that Pine Point. Looks like a very gentle breeze out there today. I'm sort of contemplating whether I should put my big head sail up now. I'll check the forecast just to get a little bit more push for my trip south. Looks like it should be a halfway point mark or something. Oh no. Well, it's quite easy walking on the hard sand, just on the waterline to keep your feet cool. Now listen to that noise. Nearly there. I think it's going to be 5k by the time I've got there. Means another 5k back. Nearly there. These interesting rock formations. My lunch spot. Doesn't get more Queensland than this, does it? I was going to find a place under these rocks to sit under, but I'll get further around in a minute and you'll see. Just gives you the heebies, basically. It's just like, that just doesn't look stable. Yeah, just see piles of loose stuff. There's a pile of rubble there. Doesn't look overly stable. I think a lot of us, although funny thing is I'm not seeing any boulders on the sand. So, but it does look like it's been through a few transformations, this place. Yeah, this is a pretty tenuous looking pile. Then the huge boulders all up there. It's just like, the pine trees are probably holding them together on the other way. Their roots are probably starting to crack the rocks apart as well at the same time. So look at the huge boulders there. Yeah, here you can see some boulders that have ended up down here on the sand in probably geologically recent times. Look at this big one here. It's just like, it's a crack behind it. This whole thing's coming down. Let's walk around here a bit. You can see up amongst the pines there, basically, there's just piles of big boulders there. Yeah, it's almost like an avalanche ready to come. So, very interesting place. I mean, look at that one hanging on up the top there. Yeah, one crack and you better run. Anyway, interesting place. Indeed. It does look like a block to stop you getting any further. Not that I was going any further. I think this is more than enough. Particularly if you look around where I've come. Around that beach and then on the point out there, back about as far again, back to the boat. So, good solid walk today. Look at that. Beautiful. You can probably see that river or creek or stream of boulders. Got a back here, basically. All about the same size. Big. And, yeah, that's all lining up to disgorge onto the beach when their time is right. Notice to mariners, when you round that first mark at Island Head Creek, you might want to hang some wheels out. So just to give you an idea, two things on this beach. Yes, it's very gently sloping, but also the tides here are quite large. So you've got to remember that the high tide mark is way up there. The recent one, obviously, where all the black stuff is. So yeah, where I'm standing now will be underwater in a couple of hours or so. Well, I've made it back to my faithful tender, and that was 11.5k, nearly 12. Woo! That's a big beach walk. Anyway, this is well, it's a beach walk and not up and down hills. Anyway, it is now time for a bath. That is a month ago, eh? Ha, just kidding. It's 2 months. No, I'm kidding. No, even more so. Anyway, oh, I can't wait to get that little word. I'm thinking about the sharks, though. Very much so. Thank you for watching another Fast Forward to Queensland video. As always, don't forget to like, comment on YouTube and subscribe to Dawn Radar.